Look at my SM viewers. This is Satellite Media. We are live on Satellite Media, looking at what is happening in Nigeria and globally. With me is the Punch newspaper. Let us quickly look at what we have on the cover of the Punch newspaper. I think the issue that has to do with the proposed protest is still on the front burner. It's still the major issue here. From what we are seeing here, it's saying TINUBU rallies national NSA. Monarchs as hunger protest looms. The rider is saying TINUBU meets APC governors. Oni, Sultan, Clarice as planned protest gains momentum. Then the second rider is saying opposition charges TINUBU to address Nigerians, army, DSS, alleges plot to force regime change. Let us look at other areas. This one is an unfortunate incident having to do with the the president of the Ohanese. I'm talking about the president. Okay, yes, president governors mourn as Ohanese leader Iwanyan dies. That is quite unfortunate. Then we are seeing something here. It's a probe. National Assembly summons NNPC Dangote over $10 billion oil thefts. Then there is another one here having to do with the issue of minimum wage, saying TINUBU may sign 70,000 naira minimum wage bill next week. Before we bring in our reviewers, let us look at what is happening, because from what we are seeing, Nigerians seem to be worried about the issue of hunger. Even as the president is currently meeting with different groups. He has met with the traditional rulers, met with governors from APC extraction, met with, of course, the meeting is continuing, but what is clear is that the president have acknowledged that the citizens have right of protest as long as it's done within the ambits of the law. And Nigerians, like what Falana said yesterday, that what the government needs to do is to engage the citizens to identify the sponsors of the protest and have dialogue with them, since it is a legitimate right given to citizens by the Constitution. Because looking at Section 40 of 1999 Constitution as amended, it guarantees the right of Nigerians to engage in peaceful protest. What is important is that it must be done within the ambits of the law. From what I understand, the government is not denying the fact that the citizens do not have right of protest, but their worry is how can they do it in such a way that it will not snowball out of control and perhaps leads into wanton destructions of life and property. We understand that in Kenya, we are seeing a protest that have since generated into riots. That is unfortunate incidents that Nigerian government is worried about. We had the issue of the ENDSARS, which unfortunately resulted in the loss of lives and property. And that is equally giving the government concern, because if you look at the statement that came from the president, I'm talking about Senator Bola Tinubu, he said he's not afraid of protest, but that he's worried about the safety of life and property. He mentioned the issue of that ENDSARS. According to him, that about 100 buses, brand new ones, were burnt down. So the issue is, where do we draw the curtain? It means the Nigerian police that have the mandate to protect lives and property have a serious job to do. Because in the event that the protest goes on, it behoves on the police to protect both the protesters and citizens who do not want to protest. Because whether you are protesting, you are not protesting, police have the mandate to protect life and property. Now let us look at the governors from the northern part of the country. We are talking about the governor of Jigawa State and about 9 other governors from the northern part of the country who jetted out of the country to the United States of America. According to them, they are going to attend a peace summit. One begin to wonder, in Nigeria currently, where we are having myriad of challenges. We have the issue of insecurity, particularly in the north. We have the issue of food scarcity. I think what should preoccupy the governors at this stage should have been to address these issues that are begging for attention, not jetting out of the United States of America to attend a peace summit. For me, I think it's a misplaced of priority, because what purpose will the meeting serve if Nigerians, particularly the northern part of the country, are suffering in hunger? For me, I think those governors should look at their intention again and quickly come back and address the needs of the people. Because what we are having currently demands that all hands must be on deck. Because currently, Nigerians, particularly the youth, are saying they want to exercise their right of peaceful protest. Mr. Stephen Abi?
Yeah, Mr. Stephen.
Let me bring in Mr. Stephen, who is a Nigerian youth, to get his view about how he's feeling under this administration. Mr. Stephen, how have you been feeling under this administration?
Very bad. Like, I'm not even happy. My job, I've missed my job because of this presidential, everything that is going on. I don't even understand the way the country is going now. Because if you say this, tomorrow you hear this. We go to police station to buy fuel. Tomorrow you get, they have changed the price. Next tomorrow here is low. The other police station will sell higher, the other one will sell lower. So the country is just imbalance. So you get, we can't be in a country which we have enough items and we be suffering. It's not good. We have fuel, we have everything, we have food, and we are the ones suffering.
Are you aware that people are saying they want to protest?
Yes, on Monday.
What is your view?
Me, I will protest. That will be my happiness.
So if you are to protest, what will you be telling government to do that you think they are not doing right?
Doing a good road, doing as in minimum wage, adding minimum wage to the salary, providing job for youth. Because like me now, I'm begging to eat this morning. I'm begging. A big boy like me, I'm begging to eat this morning. Not that I don't have a job. I do home interior work. I wash. I do some cleaning job. But all these days, so you know, boys attack me. They collected my phone. So all these days now, imagine some are hungry and angry. So you get, some are hungry and angry. They are using it now to enter with the we that do not have. So you get. I don't have, you are stealing from me, you are collecting from me, beating me, you are harassing me, collecting from me. So what will be my own intention if I want to say I want to come out and protest? I will be happy. So that let me speak my mind, let me talk what you get. Let's everybody let us as in let exercise ourselves. Let's bring out what is in our mind. You get.
Okay, now actually the constitution is clear about the right of peaceful protest. Section 40 of 1999 constitution as amended says you have right to protest, but the issue is it must be done within the purpose of the law. That is, people must not destroy life and property. Now, should the protest go on, do you think the people will be able to do it in such a way that they will not destroy lives and property?
They give them some instance. They say if they can release Nnamdi Kanu, there will not be a protest, right?
No, that is not. This is hunger protest.
Okay, hunger protest. Everybody will go for it. Everybody is coming out for that one. Because Yoruba man is buying bag of gari, Igbo man is buying bag of gari, Hausa man is buying bag of gari. So everybody must go outside for it.
So you will come out?
I will come out. That will be my happiness for coming out.
Okay, now that the government is saying, please give us time, what is that thing that the government will do?
They have been saying,
you change your mind?
They have been saying this for a very long time, since when I was like a baby. They have been saying it. This APC instance, they have been saying it since. So this time around, everybody is coming out to protest that there's hunger and you need to talk. If you don't talk, you die. You better talk. Yes.
So you are not hearing Emabinu?
No, but I must come out to talk to as in exercise my franchise.
But DSS and Army, they are saying something here that protest people are trying to use it to
Still,
remove TINUBU and put another person. Is that possible?
it can be possible. That one cannot be possible. That one cannot be possible. They can't. Maybe if he can't give us what he wants, what we want, they can change him. So you get. My friends, come.
So you are welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
What is your name?
My name is Standoff.
Stanley, come closer.
They can.
Okay, we are talking about the protest. The government is saying, please give us time. I want to get your view. How are you feeling under this government?
Oh man, we don't have to give them time again. The time that we give them is much. So we can't continue giving them time. They are promising us change. But the mistake we made is about that mistake. We don't know where the change is taking us to. The change is giving us change, taking us to backward. That is change too. But the change we are expecting from them is taking us to forward. But we don't know. We don't know where they are taking us to. Next level. Is this the next level? Bag of rice, 80,000, 100,000. Bag of rice that they are selling 25,000, 15,000. Now they are selling 80,000. Is that change? Fuel is keep on increasing. No salary. Okay. For example, now I earn salary 40k. My way transport to Ikeja, Computer Village, spend almost 30k in a month. So how much am I going to take care of me and my family? I have wife. I'm still expecting my unborn child. So is that how we are going to continue? Is that how we're going to live? We don't have to give him time again. We have to do this protest. We don't have any time. We have to protest.
Okay, what TINUBU is saying, he said, I'm not afraid of protest.
Yes.
But what I'm afraid of is so that people do not go and start burning things. He said because last ENDSARS, they burned down about 100 new buses. So how do Nigerians do this so that they do not destroy lives and property?
Nigeria is not going to destroy life and property. We should stop beating around the bush. You have tell us what he's afraid of. Because you know that when we make this protest, at least, even if he doesn't do anything, at least let him be in a history that we protest against this government. The government is not doing us any better at all. We can't give him time. Our time is insufficient. We don't have time again. No much time. People are dying of hunger. Many things are happening. Many things are happening.
Let me have someone else. Okay. You can come in, sir. So, your name, sir?
My name is Evangelist.
Okay, an evangelist. That is a servant of God. Let us get a view. Generally, how are you feeling under this atmosphere in Nigeria?
All we need is, I want to plead our youth just to calm down.
You can go and talk to me.
It's not by making a violence. Are you getting what I'm saying, sir? Let's hold on to God, take over. We can't do anything on our own. Are you getting what I'm saying? Whatever we are saying, even though we protest, those people, they are approximately, how will I put this? As in, they are beyond us.
Okay, so I may ask, Nigerians are saying they want to file out and protest. And the Section 40 of the Nigerian Constitution has amended, give Nigerians the right to engage in peaceful protest. Okay? The government is saying, yes, we know that you have this right, but please give us time. And people are saying, solve the issue of hunger, solve the issue of insecurity. And the government seems to be delayed in that solution. What do you think is the way out?
The way out. Let our youth show off. Let them to show off. Let the government know that we are not happy with the situation. Look at everywhere. The Gary we have been buying. I can remember, like 3 years ago or 4 years ago, I bought 1 liter of fries, 500. Go and check it. Even Gary, sir?
This is not good.
Let them know what we are facing. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. That's it. It doesn't mean that we should not see. We shouldn't say.
No, let them see.
This is I came all the way from redemption camp to come and preach the God of God. So for me, this country, let's encourage our youth to be very closer to God. That is why. Yes, but the government are not helping us.
Okay, I think they heard your voice. Let me conclude with you. You say you understand.
I'm Mr. Stanley.
Okay, Mr. Stanley. Now, 9 governors, I mean 10 governors from the north have gone to America. They say it's for a peace summit under this condition. Do you think that is the right thing to do at this point?
That's not the right thing to do. Why are they going to America to discuss about Nigeria? Why can't we discuss it in our country? You can't be going to abroad every time. All this thing is the means they use and transfer and carry our Nigeria capital and Nigeria resource to America. That is not the solution. America is not the one having this problem. We are the one facing it in Nigeria. You have to come out and the minister to us and face us one on one. We can't be keeping silent. They say it's a closed mouth, it's a closing destiny. If there is a man to pray, there is a God to answer. So as I'm telling you, I'm also a preacher, I'm an apostle. So to open up to you, I'm not afraid of anybody. I'm not afraid of you that is going to kill the flesh. But I'm afraid of who is that can kill the soul and also destroy the flesh. They can't destroy the soul. The soul does not belong to them. They are only suffering the flesh, and it's for the meantime. We can't keep on like this again. No, we have to protest. That is our right. They have to give us what we demand for. Yes. If it's not ready to give us what we demand for, then let me know that maybe let us not just talk about the politics. But now, if he's not giving us what he wants, we know that there is something behind the mask. I want to know there's something behind the mask. You can't just continue like this. Imagine beans is gold. One pint of beans is 10,000. Okay. So we are our president promised us agbado and the corn, our corn and the beans. That corn now we can't even afford it. What of the beans he promised us? We can't even afford it. So what is the need? No. Let's just be sincere to ourselves. Let's just be sincere.
Mr. Stanley, I must say a very big thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Let me. Hello, sir. You are welcome, sir. Good morning, sir.
Like that vibe.
You are a senior comrade in this profession. I know it's a privilege talking to you. But let me get your view. The government is in a panic mood from what we are seeing. The president is having series of meetings. He has met with traditional rulers under the leadership of Oni of Ife and Sultan of Sokoto. He has met with religious leaders. He is meeting almost every group. Falana is saying, allow Nigerians to protest. Of course, Section 40 of the Constitution has amended that achieve that right. What do you think is the way out?
As it is right the way out is very simple. You're asking me an obvious question which has a ready answer. Look at the caption. TINUBU rallies NSA monarch as hunger protest rules, which means that there is hunger in the land. So the first thing is to stop the hunger, and there will be no protest.
Yes.
If I were President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but I am not him. If I were him, I'll go to strategic silos. At least each of the geopolitical zones should have one. We push them out to the public. You don't sell it, because anything hunger is a case of national emergency. Yes. You understand? Rice, wheat, you understand? Guinea corn, maize, sorghum, all kinds of cereal. You make it available to the masses. Free. At least each family should get a quarter of a big bag. 50 kilo, you should get a quarter. Do you understand what I'm saying? Then you liaise with Fishing Society of Nigeria. They liaise with private fishing operators who have fishing vessels. You call them to a meeting. The nation is on its knees. People are hungry. What do we do? The top 10 fishing companies in the country, as part of their corporate social responsibility, it won't take them anything to say that out of 25 to 40% of their stock, this particular quarter, they want to give it to the masses. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm wondering aloud though, there are all kinds of solutions. You go to Mietiala, they are the cattle breeders realers association, and I'm sure there are one or two other sociocultural groups like that among the Fulanis. Call them to a meeting. Nigeria is experiencing challenges, especially in the area of food. What can we do over the next 3-6 months to provide shock absorber for the populace? They've been running this thing for long. What will it take them to donate 1, 2, 3? Do you know how many cattle? There are millions of nomadic farmers. There is enough meat. You store them in deep freezers, frozen compartments. You understand? You give this out. You are not selling, no, because it's a case of national, anything like war, flood, fire, disease, famine, or hunger. It's national emergency.
If I may ask, sir, because some people have tied the issue of food scarcity to insecurity. People are saying, because personally I had an encounter with someone from Benue who told me he buy rice, beans, carry yam from Lagos and sent to village because according to him, his family are in IDP camp. Now, what do you think is stand the hand of government that they are not able to fight insecurity?
Because they themselves are complicit in it. If I am a sponsor of Boko Haram, why will I want it to come to an end? I'm making money from it. I'm selling arms. I'm selling arms. Do you understand? And I'm making money from selling arms. So why will I want it to come to an end? So there are all kinds of situations. I don't want to go into details, but they themselves are complicit in it. That's why it won't come to an end.
Okay, now talk to us about 9 governors from the north, including the Jigawa State governor, jetting out of Nigeria to United States of America for a peace summit when Nigeria is on fire.
For a peace summit, where are they holding the peace summit?
United States of America.
We are in the United States.
I do not have the information now, but it's the United States of America.
Anyway, to the best of my knowledge, if 9 governors of northern extraction. I'm sure the Fulani states, right? The extreme north.
Jigawa is there.
It's the extreme north. Now, I think it's a good thing. However, if you ask me if they have nothing that they are hiding, they should make the communique available to the generality of Nigerians when they return. But I don't think it's a bad idea, so long as it's for peace. Do you understand what I'm saying? My family was killed. There is a massacre in my village. My family members were involved. Do you understand? In Koki. That was about 4 years ago. I'm just getting to know it now. I wrote series of copies online. You understand? My family lost close to 600 people in my family, my immediate family and my extended family. As I'm talking to you right now, I'm a 5th child in a family of 10. About 6 of my siblings are gone. I'm telling you truly, I'm not telling you tales by moonlight. I'm not telling you stories I read in the paper. I'm telling you what happened to me. My mother was killed by Boko Haram 17 years ago. I just got to know in the last 2-3 days. So these are realities. So if they traveled out of Nigeria to go and hold a peace summit, it's because they are ashamed of what they have done.
Yes. So is a summit being organized in America by American?
I think it's in conjunction with the Americans.
But how they were invited? But it's not. They are not the one organizing it.
I don't think they are the one organizing it. but I want to believe that it's organized with a view to finding a lasting solution to Nigeria's problem. But I'm telling you what happened to me. I'm not telling you I read or I heard. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that kind of peace summit is called for. It's not a bad idea.
Okay, now, sir, let me take you to what is.
But they should tell Nigerians that, come on, we are not hiding anything. This is the content of the meeting we held.
Okay, now let us look at this rider together. He's saying opposition charges TINUBU to address Nigerians. But that's not where I'm going. Though you talk to us about that. He said, Army, DSS alleges plot to force regime change. You understand that the election is conducted every 4 years?
Nobody is forcing a regime change. Nobody is forcing a regime change. What you have asked for, which everybody is always talking about, is transparency in public and public accountability, probity. They are running a rogue government. And they know this. So the DSS is only echoing the voice of his paymaster and nothing more, nothing less. Of course, there is a regime change. There's a regime change because we are not in agreement with Bola Tinubu regime. What they are doing is I've always said it, we don't have a government. I've never hidden it. Anytime you are not doing things in line with the fear of God, you're not doing things in line with the rule of law, you're not doing things that shows compassion for the people, for the masses, you are not running a government. We are talking of a. I'm going to give you some data that will shock you. This is a government that have stolen so much in the last 1 year that they came to power that I don't even know what to call stealing anymore. I've never heard of trillion. I've never heard of trillion. It was in this particular regime that I had that.
Yes,
trillion. I'm not talking of trillion now. Trillion in pounds sterling. Stolen by the government.
That kind of money in this country.
And these same people are now making it look as if they are victims of the hunger that is winning. Then you talk about hunger. It's time like this. You know the people who love Nigeria. It's time like this. It's a case of national emergency. You expect people like Mezube Farms, owned by Absalami Abubakar, Obasanjo Farms, all the big farms, people who have used Nigeria to make money for themselves. Okay, our country is going through hardship. 30% of what belongs to our farm for this year, we are giving it to the people. I'm wondering aloud, if I have a farm, that's what I would do. But because they don't love you, they will never do that. Do you understand? They don't care about you. All what they want is to take from you and make you permanently a slave to them. They impoverish you, then you'll be doing yes. That's what they want.
Okay, now, sir, let me take you to what came from the president himself. I'm talking about Senator Bola Tinubu, saying that he's not afraid of protests, but rather he worried about wanton destruction of lives and property. He cited the issue of ENDSARS, that over 100 brand new buses were burned down, and that people are complaining of transportation, that would have aided transportation. Do you share his sentiments?
I'm always very skeptical about protests because people protest for all kinds of reasons. You may have the interest of the general public at heart. Miscreants might see it as an opportunity for them to attack individuals physically, for them to vandalize public property. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not a crime to protest. You understand? When you protest, you are
moving forward.
You are like airing your opinion, your views. You are showing your anger. You understand? I'm sure when I told you about what happened to me, and you were surprised that I have not protested. However, my own protest is subtle in the sense that I'm writing about it. People are getting to know. Do you understand? If I didn't write about it, Yoruba people will say, "Eni to ba dake, tare a shekini, tare a ba dake." I didn't keep quiet. So because I am writing about it, people are getting to know about it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that is the way it is. That is the way it is. However, one thing is sure. You cannot beat a child and ask him not to cry. That's not right. There's nothing you can do about it. So it's if you ask a child not to cry, you're asking for more trouble. Do you understand? So the people have to protest, but they should do it within the realm of rationality. They should be decent about it. You can protest for the next 10 hours, but don't vandalize property, don't kill people, don't maim people, don't
Take people's property.
let it be civil. Even the people you are protesting against, they will appreciate it.
No, okay. Lastly, before I let you go, sir, talk to us about the government trying to link Obi to be the presidential candidate of Labour Party in the last 2023 presidential election to the brain behind the protest, and Obi threatening to drag them to court.
It depends on the way you take a look at the protest. Obi is a member of the bourgeois. He's a member of the class of the bourgeois, the oligarchy. So can you rebel against your system? It's not possible. If I were to rebel, the government will not bother. He's on the other side of the divide. Do you understand? We know ourselves. We know ourselves. You have the bourgeois or the oligarchy. You have the Gestapos or the gorillas. We are the gorillas. You understand? We know ourselves. So the bourgeois belong to the other side. You understand? Because we are talking of two different school of thoughts in a society. You understand? So it's not possible for Peter Obi to rebel against the system that made him. So it's just a political small screen. There's nothing to it. It's just a smear campaign. There's nothing to it.
I think I must say very big thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We hope to have you next time. Mr. David, let us have Mr. David to give us his view, his perspective. Mr. David, you are welcome, sir. The issue of a protest is established by Nigerian Constitution by under Section 40 that Nigerians have right to peaceful protest. And Mr. President have said, yes, I'm not afraid of protest, but I worry about destruction of lives and property. At this point, you should think Nigerians should protest.
Thank you for that wonderful submission. The president himself yesterday affirmed it that he protested. He confirmed. He said that he did not. He said he did not partake in violence protest, and nobody is even speaking about violence here. See, most persons we've seen mischievous attaching this protest as being violent protest. Now let me take the president on this. In 2012, there was a protest in this country. No violence was recorded. So why would these mischievous always attach protest to what ENDSARS?
Because Mr. President said over 100 buses brand new.
Why should the president attach it to ENDSARS? Why can't the president attach it to the 2012 protest? In 2012, the president and co locked down this country for 2 weeks.
So is it a payback time?
Whatever it is, if you lock down the country, wait for 2 weeks, there was no violence. Now, what even happened in ENDSARS? Who orchestrated the violence? The same government. The protest has been peaceful. You've seen it. ENDSARS protest has been peaceful. For days, nobody was being killed. Before soldiers infiltrated and started shooting. What caused this chaos was the people that were being killed in the Lekki toll gate, and the government denied it. So painting this own narrative as if from the first day of the protest, the youths went around destroying property across Lagos. The youths, it was a peaceful protest during the ENDSARS. The youths went to Lekki toll gate, Lagos State Government House, to even engage the governor of Lagos State, Sanwo-Olu. But it was when the soldiers infiltrated and then shot at them, and then what even triggered it was the fact that the Nigerian military said nobody was killed. The Lagos government said nobody was killed.
But the videos is online.
But the videos, there were evidence that see, there were blood. People were being gunned down. So now the government should not
Authentic.
paint it. The government should not paint it.
Do not be offended. I will bring you back. Let me have authentic because of his time. Authentic himself. You are welcome to satellite media. We are live on satellite media. We are looking at whether Nigeria should protest. The president is saying, Emma Binu, please give me time.
Emma Binu for how long? This is what he has been saying. Emma Binu, Efekobale. He has been saying it's a slogan. It's his slogan. So what I'm saying is that why is he afraid of protest? The president himself has been organizing protests. Himself has been organizing protests. During the Jonathan regime, he organized protests. He cooked food for them and give them whatever they deserve. And it was a nice protest. No violent protest. Protesting is a right of a citizen to protest, to tell government this is what they are doing is wrong. They don't have masses at heart. So why is he afraid of protest?
So as such, there is need for this protest.
There's need. Because there is hunger in the land. The government itself, the government of TINUBU itself have pushed the citizens to the wall. You have no choice than to turn back and say, oh God, what you are doing to us is unfair. And TINUBU knows this all. TINUBU has been organizing protests against other presidents. He himself have organizing protests. Telling Nigeria, I could remember vividly 2012 during Jonathan, where he said that Nigeria is suffering. When we are buying a bag of rice at the rate of 5,700 naira, he said Nigeria is suffering.
Now we are buying
you brought Buhari, you gave us Buhari, you brainwashed Nigeria and gave us Buhari that Buhari is a saint. The same bag of rice we are buying at the rate of 5,700 turned to 38,000 naira. As it is not enough for Nigerians, you came and said Emiloko and you took over power. Now the bag of rice is going to 100,000. What is this? Is the civil servant salary? What is an income of an individual Nigerian?
Minimum wage salary.
They are talking about 70,000.
You are talking about 70,000.
That's what the government is talking about.
70,000. How much is bag of rice? What is go? A family with 2 or 3 children. How will he survive? How will he cope? How can he survive?
House rent, school fees.
Government, they don't even have any policy to render help to the masses. Look at house rent. Look at transport.
School fees.
Look at school fees and the rest of them. And he's there saying that Nigerians will not go to protest. It's not a violent protest. I am advising Nigerians, if you are going for protest, don't violate. Just protest. It's your right. It's a civil right for you to protest and tell the government that what you are doing is wrong.
Okay, now, Authentic, let me ask you this question. Has the Igbos decided to join this protest?
Actually, I cannot tell you 100% right whether Igbos decided to join protest or not. But the issue remains that everybody is facing the road. both the Igbos and the Yorubas and the Hausas. Everybody is facing the raw. You understand me now? A bag of rice is sold at 80, going to 100,000 naira. The same Igbos are buying it. Yorubas are buying it. The Hausas are buying it. You understand me now? Transport from here to Kano. The Hausas are going, Igbos are going, Yorubas are going. So there's no exemption. There's no peculiar or preferential treatment. That these are the people that, okay, because you are this, you will enter free or enter with so amount. So all of us are facing the raw. So why can't all of us go for the protest?
Help ourselves out.
And deliver ourselves from these jungle lions that don't have any pity on Nigerians.
Okay, lastly, before I let you go, Mr. Authentic, the government, though the president is meeting with different groups, he have met with traditional rulers, he have met with the governors from APC and General Governors Forum, and Nigerians seem not to be willing to back down. And the issue of insecurity is there. Do you think this government has what it takes to fight insecurity?
I don't even, if somebody should tell me that TINUBU will fail Nigerians in this way, I will say no. Because TINUBU have seen it all. When he was there, he was planning for this, he has seen it all. If they tell me that TINUBU will go in this way and fail Nigerians, and Nigeria will even say, I thought that when TINUBU came on board, that Nigeria would be okay. Because he has seen it all. But now, from what we are seeing now, TINUBU has nothing to show. If insecurity is worse now, worse than before. You understand me? They don't have what it takes to fight insecurity. To my own understanding, they don't have what it takes.
I think I must say a very big thank you, Mr. Authentic.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your
Nigeria,
time.
if you are going for protest, go with peaceful mind, don't violence, do your protest peacefully, and the whole world will watch and see what is happening. Thank you.
You are welcome, sir. We are here again. You are a constant review on this platform. We are looking at Nigerians and the government. It has been a kind of a standoff. The government is still asking the citizens to shift ground. You understand that Section 40 of National Declaration has amended, give Nigerians right of peaceful protest, and that do not mean that anyone should destroy lives and property. But let me get a view. The DSS army is saying there is a plot for regime change.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing like a plot for regime change or whatever. And if that is the case, whereby regime change or whatever name you give it to it, that will make the economy to be okay, so be it. It's not do or die. It's not by force to be there forever or to be there by fire by thunder when things are not okay. If anybody say okay, once he can do this thing and he's there, he cannot do it, and the National Assembly are there and they cannot impeach the president. Oh, force him out. I mean, impeach the president. For God's sake, wow, why are we crying loud? I mean, what is all this? Why are we raising alarm here and there that they want to regime change and this and that? If there has been regime change in this country, there was a regime change and things were better off, and the country still exists. If there is a change of anything, I don't even the minute to themselves that they are crying. If they were there before, and at least things were better off in their regime. I mean, I know that Abacha was very brutal, he was also corrupt, but at least as things were better, I mean, a lot of infrastructure were built under Abacha military regime. The military, they said they're crying now. They perform better than these politicians. But I don't support. I cannot be supporting a military government. We're in democracy. Everybody's right is protected. We the citizens, our fundamental rights are being protected. So that means that the issue of protest should not be a problem to anybody. because it's our right under democratic government, under the democratic system of government. So they should allow us to enjoy that right. If we are not enjoying right of security of life and property, infrastructure, good health care, education, at least we should enjoy our fundamental and constitutional right of freedom of movement, association, protest. At least they should allow us to express our grievances and get in a peaceful manner. That is my take.
Okay, now talk to us about 10 governors from the north, including the Jigawa State governor, getting out of Nigeria to United States of America for a peace summit when Nigeria is on fire.
Jigawa State governor?
Jigawa State governor and 10 other governors.
Okay. Jetting to where?
Jetting out of Nigeria to United States of America for a peace summit.
Wow, that is laughable. That is laughable. I don't know why a politician, I don't know why they are used to this. The United States of America governors, I don't know how many of them have gone to Jigawa State, for God's sake, for peace summits or whatever it is. Of their own. Yeah. Yes, issue. I don't know why it's like this. Why are we like this? We Africans. Yes. I don't know why we are like this. Anytime we have issue at home, we run away, we go to America. America was also built by, with good leaders. Good leader built America. That is why the security of life there, if that place is not peaceful, if that place is not conducive, some governors they cannot go there. If America were to be, Somalia, Sudan, and all these African countries that are not peaceful, I don't think this governor will go there. I believe that they should go to Sudan and hold that peace summit there. Or they should go to this place, Kenya, and hold peace summit there. Why are they going to America for peace summit? Because America is okay. They should make Nigeria okay, so that other countries can come here for peace summit.
Okay, lastly, talk to us, because the president admits that, of course, it's not even until he admits, we all know it, that Nigerians have right of peaceful protest.
Yes.
But the president is saying, I'm not afraid of protest, but I am worried of destruction of life and property. Do you share that same sentiment?
The president is not afraid of protest. He should do the right thing. If he's not afraid of protest, he should make the economy. He should be afraid of the economy. He should be afraid of security. He should be afraid of health issue, health system. He should be afraid of justice system. Because as far as I'm concerned, there is no good justice system in Nigeria. There is no good education. There is no good judiciary, security system. He should be afraid of all this hunger. The president should be afraid of hunger. Hunger is not a good friend to anybody. So he should be afraid of all these things. I am not saying that he should be afraid of whatever. He should be afraid of what is not, okay. Those things that are not okay, those economic diseases that are not okay with Nigeria, that is what you should be concerned of. You should not be concerned of the opposition party, the masses, this and that they are plotting this. No. He should take proactive steps, pragmatic approach to some critical issue, especially the economy and the security. That is my take.
Thank you very much for your time. We must say very thank you. We hope to have you next time. Thank you very much. Let us have Mr. TINUBU Michael, a renowned political analyst of international reputation.
Yes, good morning, viewers. Thank you for giving us a hope, encouragement for coming online and meeting us here live on this platform, satellite media. This is what we do. It's raw. We do it raw. This is not an enveloped media house. This is not where you get, discussed views that is being monetized. No, we don't monetize views here. What we say here is to uplift each other and make sure that an African consciousness is reawakened, just like what Mazin Namdekano has been doing, and the thing is also making round. Let me use this opportunity to...
first of all, respond to the boy who is saying protest must hold.
Yes! the fact still remains that, the good news for the protesters this morning, is that United Nations has written to the federal government identifying interest. That makes it an added value, courtesy of Nigerians abroad who are trying to make sure that everything has an international observation and monitoring at the end of the day. So what we are seeing today is the struggle by TINUBU's administration and the senators, including the traditional rulers who might not likely be outside on the day of the commencement of the protest, having a close talk show, trying to see what they can do, to stop, the protest, or possibly reduce the impact that is going to come with the protest. They know what to do. If they don't refuse to do that, that is their business. But from my understanding, is that the pressure of this protest is coming from the north. That is why you see most of them. If it is in the south, they say, give them money, give them money, give them money. The northern Nigeria is developing serious deep reservation against TINUBU's government. And the organizers majorly are coming from the north. We have the likes of people the government have already listed to be sponsors or conveners of the protest. Anyway, we have some of them, the list are there, some of them you might know them, some of them are people you might know, some of them likely people you don't know. And a lot of people are asking, Wolo Soyinka, where are you now? That's what they were saying online. It is going, Tunde Bakere, where are you? They are mentioning their names, and the president is saying, yes, I participated in the protest, but I was not violent. Well, we don't know how to go about that. I don't know which protest is going to be violent. But what we know is that, somewhere along the line, we are going to, we are seeing Nigerians becoming very resolute, in their decision. But the first thing remained that, I was amazed to see the House of Rep members warning even the president to do something, because the pressure that is coming, they don't know where it's coming from. They don't know where it's coming from. You can see the chairman of Governors Forum, coming out to say, the meeting, the closed door meeting they had, the pressmen were not invited in that meeting. They closed door themselves, they sit down together, they were, blaming themselves, according to an insider, and because they knew very well that some of those things those protesters have outlined, is something that they can easily handle and do. So they were blaming themselves all of a sudden, and they couldn't arrive at a particular conclusion. All what Hope Uzodinma can come out and tell Nigerians is that, it's a global phenomenon thing. It's a global thing. Nobody should protest. In fact, they don't know the reason why Nigerians want to protest. And the FCT minister, the man that said that Abuja belongs to him, said he's going to hold a marathon conference with all the traditional rulers in Abuja for 10 days. Well, you don't want to see anybody in Asura. Oh, that is his take on that. So I'm giving you feedback from our review this morning, this review, on what the ministers are saying, what the senators are saying, what the presidents are saying, what the former presidents, vice presidents are saying. So by saying, march, it is your constitutional right. Femi Falana said, go. It is Atiku Abubakar said, the government said, no, don't go. That if we see you in Asura, see you anywhere, we'll shoot you. Well, let me sound this very clearly, that the president of Kenya, William Ruto, as I speak to you, has reversed all the policies that led to that protest. But because of, exchange of gunfire by the police were shooting the protesters, now it has moved from reverse their policies to Ruto must go. That is the where we are going to look at it very critically and advise those who are mentioning P2B to desist from mentioning P2B. Those who are mentioning IPOB to desist from mentioning IPOB. Igbo should not use as a soft target by the Yorubas. 70% of people in Alausa, in Asurok now, are Yorubas running this administration. If they lack the knowledge, because we know when Obi was saying food security almost 50% now, inflation rate the highest in the world, the worst in the history of the world, over close to 30%. Inflation. And Obi was trying to look at that simple arithmetic, like statistics, on how to curb excessive, including the float of naira. They were laughing. TINUBU particularly made mockery of Obi in that campaign. TINUBU said, I repeat, you do not need to have statistics to rule Nigeria. What you need is brain. Now we have seen the level of brain, and he's running up and down, inviting traditional rulers. Because the pressure is coming from the north, not from the south. The southern Nigeria they are cowards. Because it's coming from the north. See as the man is running up and down. Did you see? I didn't see. Unfortunately, I didn't see any Igbo traditional ruler there. I pray that Igbo does not participate in this protest. Yes. I pray that the entire eastern Nigeria, Biafra, don't participate. It's even easy, so that they will not use it to keep Nnamdi Kanu in detention, because that's one of their plans too. That is why he invited the Sultan of Sokoto, or invited Oni. What is the Obi of Onitsha? It's not there. That's why we have somebody like Hopus Odema coming out to say a lot of things. Anybody that feels. But for me, and my household, according to Joshua, we will not participate in this protest until Nigeria as a nation. If this is going to lead to revolution, well, it depends on how the government is going to handle it. Allow Nigerians to protest the way they want. Leave them alone. Don't use Oro to threaten them. Don't use anything to threaten them. Don't use the police. Don't use the army. Don't use it gun on them. When they are done for 10 days, they can excuse, they can go. The moment you started using force, extreme force, there will be extreme resistance. I'm telling you. This generation, you know, I said it before, that those who inspired ENDSARS tested what they called the revolution. That are bigger. It was there everywhere in the world. The pastors were saying it. There were prophecies in regards to that. You know that another one higher than ENDSARS is coming. But it's unfortunately that we have a southern governor, president, whom a lot of people believe that by now Nigeria would have entered a transformation mode that would have seen everybody running pump price at 100 naira per liter. That's true. If you come out and apologize to Nigeria for years of damage, corruption, looting that has crippled and destroyed Nigeria, you say you are Jagaban, even though we know you have your record. You are the only president in the world. Is even I'm sure Guinness should recognize that was not voted and he became president. We know those things. Nobody voted for you, but you became president.
Okay, now let us look at what the president said.
Yes, I'm going to use this opportunity to make one statement before that. See, okay, I'm a Biafran, and I want to pay a special tribute to Johannes, the leader himself, who just passed on at 82. I'm talking about Eji Agamba one of Igbo land, of Ndigo. Yes, I'm talking about Dr. Emmanuel Iwanyawo, who just passed out. You know, we are going to use, might not be now, 1 or 2 minutes, you know, to give you an insight of what the man stood for and what his last words to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu before he passed on. I cannot be able to say a lot of them. I cannot be able to say much here, you know, here on this platform because of what is already on ground. But I'll give you his last words, you know, what he told Nnamdi Kanu in the secret, what the message the secret is shared with Odumegwu Ojukwu. You know, all those things are being kept in the archive. But what I want to tell you is that, you know, he was the present-day President Ohaneze. He was still on the throne. You know, was still the President of Ohaneze before he passed on. And this making the second Ohaneze president from the same state to have died under Hope Uzodinma as the governor of Imo State. So we are taking account of that. But kudos to an outstanding man, a man of many parts. That's what Jide Iwanyawu, his son, said that his father is a man of many parts. This not be because if I continue to open the doors very wide for us to share deep memories about Emmanuel Iwanyawu, and the secret things he shared pertaining to the restoration of Biafra. On this will not be able to accommodate us because of time. But let me give you one word. I quote from Vanguard newspaper where he granted an interview where he came out openly to say that, you know, I am an Igbo man, I am now a Biafra. He was in UNN, a student in UNN, University of Nigeria and Soka, when the war broke out. You know, and that civil war broke out. He was a student in UNN. He studied engineering, civil engineering. You know, but we are standing here. We say we have lost a man who might not be able, whose was his law and order in the political space of Nigeria, a man who defined every moment that he come in contact with, and a man who stood and spoke for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, just like the late Sikist Amechi Mbazulike, who just passed on some time ago. But away from that, anyway, but just to remind Igbos all over the world, wherever you are watching us from, you know, that Dr. Emmanuel Iwanyawu, you know, he had Spartans football club, from Spartan to Iwanyawu National, from Iwanyawu National to Eastern Heartland. You know, Iwanyawu National produced the likes of Kanu Nwankwo and the rest in football. So let us leave that for now. While we look at the message for today.
The president has said, I'm not afraid of protest, but I'm worried about destruction of life. And he said that during the ENDSARS, over 100 vehicles were burned down in Lagos State. We're talking about brand new buses. What is your opinion?
No, in the last few days, I have received a lot of support from Biafrans, Nigerians all over the world who have been trying to reach me. You know, I say a big thank you. I don't know the platform, you know, they're trying to speak to me, but I've been receiving messages for some time now. I say kudos to you, you know, while we continue to do this. And also, want to also use this opportunity to tell you, you know, you get more of this on Today Media on YouTube, where we share a lot more of developments like this. But let me make reference to what the president is saying. Let me tell you, Mr. Pastor Matthew, Bola Ahmed TINUBU coming out to say, I protest. I'm a protester. I was involved in protest. I was not violent. And what is he trying to tell you? Is he trying to tell us that we should protest, but we should not be violent?
He said he's worried about destruction of life.
No, the land one he has left alive, Abi. Is it the ones, properties and lives and property has left alive? That's what I'm talking about. Is it the lives and property he has left alive since the inception of his administration? I don't understand. I don't understand.
No, he said in Lagos, during that ENDSARS.
Bro, why are they making? Is it only Lagos? What is the big deal about Lagos?
So I'm quoting him, sir.
Why would they mention Lagos? So when they do all those things, the ENDSARS is a Nigerian thing, not Lagos thing. Why they bring it? Because they have too much Alausa boys in that room. That's why they all anything Lagos, anything. Police brutality is everywhere in Nigeria at that time. Something that happened in Delta, where it started, there, they are street na Yoruba. Unfortunately, it became violent. Let me quote Femi Falana. I think he's not an Igbo. Is he an Igbo man? Femi Falana is not an Igbo. He's not an Igbo man. He's a Yoruba man. He said, listen, to tell you, I don't want to use words that are not too, comfortable this morning for them. But let me quote their own brother. You know, they pretend a lot. You understand what I'm saying? They pretend a lot. Femi Falana said that the protest was peaceful. I want to say it clearly to the whole world. There shouldn't be further tag of this protest to Obi. Federal government to stop this tag of this protest to Obi and IPOB. Unless you want to tell us that the whole Nigeria, including Yorubas and Hausa, are IPOB. Then we begin to look at the reasoning. We begin to reason. They should stop it. Intelligence report showed that the foundation of this bad government and bad government in Nigeria started from the north. Why is it that the Yorubas have this funny sentiment against the Igbos? He said the protest, the ENDSARS protest, was peaceful until they started shooting. Listen, I'm quoting Femi Falana, not me. You can go and confirm. Anybody can go and make findings. He said the protest was peaceful until the police and the army started shooting the protesters, the ENDSARS protesters. What is he trying to do? You know, say they know they learn. They go there for they carry about the way 20 people go take so, then take our cover face, cover eye. They went. That's what they're not listening. One person who saw 30 years of our body, body. It's a problem. It's affecting you. Because somebody came out and said they don't know the reason why Nigerians should protest. Let me tell you, go back to the history of the United States of America in 17th century. What led to the revolution in America? America had 13 colonies. 13 colonies. Those 13 colonies were on their own. Do you know what brought them together? When the British system started to increase taxes on those colonies. Pastor, listen. Everybody must not be going to say when not they read, because say they read, they know go school, they say they go school. At least these are the things you can go and find out yourself. Abuja is not Rivers State. Led by George Washington. Rivers State on fire and after that successful revolution against colonial interests in America at that time, do you know what happened? The entire 13 colonies came under together under one union jack. They became America. This kind of protest can mar or make Nigeria. It's not a threat. But we must understand the situation we are. And that's what Femi Falana is trying to tell them, that allow them to do whatever they want in terms of protest. By the time you introduce intimidation, excessive, then it will become violent. And when it becomes violent, it will change from hunger strike, change from end bad government to what TINUBU must what go. And once he entered that phase, then we must be ready to understand that every time and era there must be change. And the change can come peacefully or violently, depending on how the government is going to handle that. But what I'm telling you, let the whole world know, this is not an IPOB thing. This is not an OB thing. This is entirely an expression of the situation in Nigeria currently. And that the government of Muhammad Buhari is doing the same thing, did the same thing TINUBU is doing now. Mabinu, 8 years ago. What is the evidence that we can even trust this? How genuine is this Mabinu now?
So, Mabinu could be fraudulent.
Of course! We experience it under Muhammad Buhari. That Mabinu can actually be fraudulent. Nigerians have tried to trust their leaders, but their leaders have not trusted Nigerians. So, and it is time now to question that relationship is being questioned now. That connection is being questioned now. People want to know how relational our leadership is. And that was what has brought us to this point in time. My reservation, and I keep on saying it, is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Igbos, Biafrans, wherever they are all over the world, they should not be part of this protest. The government has a secret plan to use it, I repeat, against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But the God of Israel, the God of divinity, the God of good nature, will make their plan against restoration of Biafra and the struggle for Biafra sovereignty come to pass.
Thank you very much, Mr. TINUBU. Let us bring in the spokesman of Obedient in this vicinity. I'm talking about Riwa. Am I right, the spokesman of Obedient in this vicinity?
Yes, thanks for having me. Good morning to all our viewers. And it's a privilege to come here on this wonderful platform again this morning.
Okay, let us get a view. The president says yes, I'm not afraid of protest. Yes. Of course, we know that protest is a legitimate right of citizens. Section 40 of the National Constitution has amended guarantees that right. But the president is saying that he's afraid of or he's worried about the destruction of life and property. And the military, the DSS, is saying there's a plot to force regime change. How does it come to you?
Good morning, thanks for having me again. Now, I'm going straight this morning. First things first, who is plotting for a regime change? We've seen videos, we've seen different ones. Where, you see, the most, I always say this thing and I say it every day, the most insulted president in history of Nigeria is Goodluck Jonathan. The question is that, who did Jonathan arrest? The man arrested nobody. He was today the most insulted president. They carried his coffin at Toyota. I did not go to Toyota. I still say tomorrow. You understand what I mean? So what I'm looking at is the fact that you're always coming out to it's like your shadows are pursuing you. Let me give federal government a clue. They need to arrest 3 people. If you don't want this protest anymore, 3 people. But are they human beings? I don't know. But let my viewers see whether they're human beings or not. Number 1, let them arrest hunger. Number 2, let them arrest poverty. Number 3, let them arrest inflation. If they can arrest these 3 people, there will not be any need for any protest. You understand? What's making people to protest is hunger. People are hungry. Look at people that are selling food, they are complaining. Customers are not forthcoming. You understand? What, for example, family that can buy you under Jonathan? 2,000 cannot buy you now. You know, I gave a breakdown when people were celebrating the useless minimum wage. I said, I'm not a fool. I can think outside the box. When, for example, when Jonathan increased minimum wage to 18,000, then in dollars, it's $117. Now, that 80,000 Jonathan, under Jonathan minimum wage, can buy you, I keep on saying it, a bag of rice was 7.5, yams, and different food stuff at home. Now, that's it. This 70K now under this government cannot buy you one bag of rice. So I'm looking at the value of the money. But Jonathan was insulted. Jonathan was protested against. Jonathan was cursed. They cried his coffin. Even when Nigeria was better, and I keep saying in my language, I'm talking about Jerito, when a human being has to the food, you look at what is going to burst his stomach. We saw that Nigerians were enjoying, quote unquote, under Jonathan. But Nigeria said no, we're tired of enjoying, no. We want to change. And I always tell people, if for example they are bringing new slogans, you must ask them a question. This new slogan, what does it mean? When they say change, you should have asked a question. Change from where to where? Now you have not changed from bad to worse, and now human being came and said renewed hope. And I said this renewed hope to me, it means renewed hopelessness. People don't understand what I was saying. Now look at it now. Have anything renewed in Nigeria? What to have renewed is renewed poverty, renewed hunger, renewed insecurity, renewed inflation. So let them arrest these three main principalities: hunger, poverty, and inflation. If they can arrest those three people, there will not be any need for any protest. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, Jonathan is today. Jonathan will just be smiling. I told them, because Jonathan won Nigerians against the APC. He won us. He won them. So, and I tell people, if you vote for the APC, you must apologize to Nigerians and ask them for forgiveness. Because you are part of the people that caused destruction of this country. I'm not part of them, they know me. You are part, you voted for the APC, you are part of the destruction of Nigeria today. So Jonathan will just be smiling, say, look at them. He won Nigeria that you have only two choices, so either to go forward or to go backward. Nigerians have gone 200 years, I've not said it. Sanusi, the current emir of Kano, I've not said it now. Say that the Buhari's regime took Nigeria backward 200 years. I don't say it, so I'm not. Go and meet Sanusi, I'm not Sanusi, I'm really one. That's what I'm saying. So it's as simple as that. Nigerians have now gone 200 years backward. At the point, I say you have really gone 200 years backward. As someone now came, the same party, the same, someone say, Pai and not TINUBU are not the same. And I'm asking the question: is Pai a member of the PDP? Is Pai Labour Party? Is it TINUBU that fought Buhari? And somebody called that man a Messiah, God Almighty. You see, our pastors too. Somebody called Buhari a Messiah. Need Louis now in this country. That's what I mean. So they should look inward. They are the problem. Number two, say the military. And people want to come out. Now listen to this week. A renowned lawyer and a human rights activist, Mr. Femfano, said, I didn't say it again, on Channel television openly, that it was the government that sent protesters that were vandalizing and destroying. That ordinarily the protest was peaceful. Femfano, lawyer, said it on channels live. So what are we talking about? So it is not, so the military should look out for the people that the government is sending. A thief is about to catch a thief. Let them arrest the people that may be sent by the government. I'm not sending anybody, I'm innocent, I'm here. So let them arrest them. Not the genuine protesters. Not the real innocent that are hungry, that are angry, that are being molested, that are being depressed, that don't know where their night food will come from. Go and arrest. Is that energy they are using every time what happens to protesters? Let them go with that energy on the rioters, on the sponsored talks that may likely to be sent. Who is sending them? I don't know. That's what I mean. So let them use that energy there. The military, watch out for people that are vandalized. People that are going to vandalize and people that are going to be sent by some people that we don't know who they might be.
Okay, now lastly, talk to us about the decision of 10 governors from the north jetting out of the country under this scenario for a peace summit in the United States of America.
And let me start from the House of Rep. They have moved the emotion now that they are going on recess. I have a picture now. Airport is full. That is the power. You know when I say this, the power of the people is better than the people in power. Because we don't know in Nigeria, we are beginning to know. Education will give you liberation. That is why education is being attacked in Nigeria. You understand? But our father, that's the greatest ever Yoruba politician. No matter if you like, by everybody, the truth will always remain the truth. The greatest ever Yoruba politician in the history of Nigeria, in the history of Yoruba land, is probably my own. If you like, make people king, make them governors, make them everything. You will never be above Awolowo in Yoruba land. It's Ojino say Awogidi. Awolowo mentioned that he gave our fathers free education, that they can think and be liberated. These ones are now attacking their education because when you are educated, you will know right and wrong. That is education with wisdom, not because I've seen many useless professors. I've seen a man with white hair talking nonsense. I've seen a man that is under Jonathan and now you can. So I'm not talking about this. I mean, with wisdom, and lack of sycophancy, you can now say the truth. That's what I mean. So now, yesterday when I saw airport, they are running out. You ask remember, they are running out. Governors are running out because they've seen that the people are getting angry, and for the first time they just are ready. Now we vote for that. Now we get Nigeria. Okay, now that's why I tell people, don't fight for Nigeria. They will not understand. Now, protesters they are running out of Nigeria. For you that they are giving 5,000 at that place, 5,000 naira and amala to chop, can you fly out anywhere? Stop fighting. I keep saying the same thing. Stop fighting for politicians. Don't fight for them. They say no. Now they are running out of Nigeria. Now they are sharing money. Now their families are jetting out. Can you jet out? Oh, they go on me by now. So then, why are you now fighting for politics? That is the question. Open question to everybody. That's what I mean. So now, this time, now we have seen that governors are running out, senators are running out, members are running out. You as a private individual now sit down and think. If something happens today, where am I going? Do I have another country's passport or a passport? Can I run out to anywhere? Now, since you don't have anywhere to run to, then change your thinking pattern, change your voting pattern, change your ways. Stop voting based on tribal and religious sentiment. Because those that are running out now, they are not taking you along. Governors are not taking you along. Their families are abroad, their children are abroad, they are schooling. You are in Nigeria. So anytime election is coming, then you can now vote with open mind, devoid of religion and ethnicity. By speaking with one voice and by standing on the truth that enough is enough. Like I always say, in Nigeria we have one common enemy. Who and what? They are the politicians that have refused to give us good governance. Me and you and this guy, we are not enemies now. Now we raise our head now. We are not enemies. Look at all of us standing here talking. If election is coming down, they start giving us 5,000 and they start doing like this. We don't have brain. Do like this. You understand? So we must eschew violence. We must eschew sycophancy. You know what I mean? You understand? So we must now stand as one brother, saying enough is enough. Enough is enough.
So let us look at some comments as we try to round up. I think this is coming from Mr. Chris. Mr. Chris. He's saying, bring on Mr. Okay, say bring on Mr. Raf. Okay, Mr. Chris, just give us some time. Raf will be on board. He said, I so much enjoy his analysis. Okay, let us look at another person here. Okay, he said Mr. Chris. He said Mr. Raf. I said, okay, Raf will be here soon. Okay, this is okay. They say Mr. Chris. Okay, sir. Enjoy media. Okay, satellite media to the world. Okay, this is Mr. I think Chidi saying Nigeria cannot feed its people. You guys. Okay, talking about this, we shall protest because he said Nigeria cannot feed you people. You guys are promoting this. Okay, these are saying Biafra cannot stand alone in the global economy. This one is saying Mr. Danda, I don't know when. So we can go on and okay. I'm trying to see the one you will respond to, Mr. Riwan.
No. The last person here actually said that. Bring on Mr. Raso, I enjoy his analysis. Kudos to Ridwan and Mr. Like okay. So all our reviewers, God bless all of you. What we are doing here is to speak for the truth. Like my watchword is that this man is saying that kudos to this guy speaking. I pray for all of you there, amen. Thanks for the prayer. But Jesus said, I always hand off with it. Jesus says, I'm not Jesus. So you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. You knowing the truth, there can only be freedom where there is truth. That is Matthew 8 verse 32. So that's my watchword. John 8 verse 32. John 8 verse 32. Jesus says, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you. He first said, I am the truth, the way and life. No man comes to the Father except through me. Nobody ever made that statement. Any religious person. Only Jesus made that statement. So he's not saying again, you shall know the truth. And that's why I always try to speak the truth. The truth can hurt you. Sometimes the truth hurts my fellow Yoruba person, it hurts the Igbo people, it hurts the Hausa people. But the truth must remain the truth. No man can stop the sun from shining. We must come here and say the truth. Irrespective of who is angry or who is happy to the truth. So thanks for having me, Mr. Matthew, and our viewers. Thank you.
I must say a very big thank you, Mr. Riwan. We hope to have you next time, Mr. Riwan. Before Mr. Rap comes in, let us understand that just like we have said before, because it cannot be overemphasized, because the Nigerian government have not been able to solve the problem, that the right of protest is a guaranteed right. We said it the other time that Nigerian democracy is under threat under the current leadership of Senator Ahmed Bola TINUBU because of some statement that come from him that may be unbecoming of a leader. Recall that the other time, the president, while addressing some party supporters about the forthcoming Edo gubernatorial election, did say when he was asking the Edo people, or rather his party members, do you want Edo back? And they said yes. And he said, I am the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I will give it to you. And we were asking then, where do the president derive power to decide who to give a state in an election that is supposed to be conducted on the basis of numerical strength, on the basis of people, political parties going to the electorates to convert for votes and selling their manifesto to the electorates. So, and up to today, the president never came out, or his handlers never came out to say the president made a mistake or to retract that statement. So you can clearly see that democracy is really under threat under this administration. So we are equally aware that under democracy in Nigeria, not just in Nigeria anyway, but globally, protest is a legitimate right. But here in Nigeria, it is domiciled in our constitution, particularly section 40 of 1999 constitution as amended, guarantee the right of peaceful protest. What is not guaranteed is destruction of lives and property. That is to say, when you go about protest, you must do it within the ambits of the law. You must not resort to riotous situation or destruction of lives and property. But to say you are harming people, arresting people, intimidating people, or trying to stop people from protesting, I think that it itself is a violation of their rights. And under the law, they have right to go to the court to enforce that right. But for me, looking at some northern governors, about 10 of them, including the Jigawa State governor, jetting out of the country under this scenario, I think it's a misnomer. Whatever peace summit you are going there to attend, I think you should have concentrated here in Nigeria and address the immediate issues that are begging for attention. In northern Nigeria, you have the highest level of out-of-school children, and this is fueling some level of insecurity in the north because they are vulnerable to be radicalized and recruited into banditry and all that. Mr. Rafumechi, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Somebody, Mr. Chris, have been saying I enjoy listening to Mr. Rap Kubechi.
Chris is his name, right?
Yes.
Chris,
He has said it repeatedly.
Chris, thank you so much. And then again, Aru Kelly, thank you for appreciating us for greeting you yesterday. Then Chibuzo Udoye, we are giving you this kind of Kosa. Kosa, you are one of our extremely esteemed, viewers and so cherished to our hearts. Thank you, Udoye. Then the rest of you there, Abu, Africa, many of you, somebody like Tunde Okafor is watching already, watching this channel, and many of you, someone like Hope Iyamo from Australia, you guys are there. Then I came from Brazil, I came from Australia, all of you guys are hailing us. So what do we do have for you this morning? Pay attention so much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rap.
And don't touch that set, don't off on it.
Let us look at the president saying, yes, I know you people have right of protest. I'm not afraid of protest, but I am afraid of destruction of life and property.
President saying that.
Yes.
But he's the one that instructed the former destruction of life and property based on allegation at Lekki Toll Gate. He was the one that everybody in Nigeria were shouting and shouting, where is TINUBU, where are you, come back home, that time. So this time around we read through breaking news, though the allegation has not been clarified, when he has given order for soldiers to shoot outside. I think you understand. What he's saying, if you go by his statement, I will tell you that is social southwestern media drumming, beating their drum, trying to correct the anomalies. What he said is what he's supposed to say, because he has summoned the homeowners, I think, this week or last weekend. I don't know what I'm saying. And they all gathered together to proffer solution, to know what should be done, so that this mayhem is not gonna trigger off. So the statement, if actually TINUBU said that, if not what Punch newspaper is writing, TINUBU is right by calming down everybody. And let me tell you, every counts. There are many counts labeled by the protesters, by Nigerians. TINUBU should just visit those counts one by one. They are the anomalies in government, so it should correct it. Every citizen has the right, civil right, to protest against bad leadership, to protest against bad governance. So we all, as Nigerians, we should come out when it triggers off to tell the government of the day where they are not getting it right. I don't want to understand me. So for this time around, TINUBU is not so even supposed to talk tough. But I read over time on social media when TINUBU was vomiting. If you read it, you will even be, if not a strong man, intimidated. So he's trying to intimidate Nigerians. He's trying to tell us that what we're operating in this part of the world is not democracy anymore. TINUBU is just a ruler. His rulership will be likened to that of the time of monarchy in Europe. Napoleon Bonaparte of France. King George the fourth gentleman of Europe. Those monarchy, even the last monarchy in Europe, which is in Romania, that collapsed in 1989, that one lasted. They could not bring it down until the people revolted in 1989. Romania monarchy collapsed. TINUBU has another system of government, monarchy, institutionalized in Nigeria. Because what we are seeing today is a man who is using iron hand, like King Solomon. Yes, during his tenure. King Solomon is using spikes. But when his son comes, his son said, my father rule you with spikes and whatever, and I'm going to rule you with what? Scorpion. So Buhari finished his own rulership. TINUBU now come with scorpion, because scorpion is the common order of the day and the type of leadership TINUBU is giving to Nigerians. See, a situation whereby a bag of beans is now 120,000. A bag of garri is over 86,000. A bag of rice is not accessible anymore. We can't afford it. It's not affordable. So what are we saying? And they say bragging and making noise. People you claim they voted for you. Why are you turning your back on them? If you were actually voted by these people, you shouldn't have that audacity, prerogative to turn your back on people, threatening their lives if they come out and do this. Soldier shoot. I read it. He said it. Breaking news from Phoenix and other social media, platform. A social medium I read about that one was, I think, from Breaking News Niger. That was the social medium from where I read. People should not mess up, blah blah blah. Soldiers should.
Sorry, the battery is low.
Oh my God!
Sorry.
want to stop this.
Close. Then you can end it.
Thank you for our SM viewers. I think this is a good place to let it go. We hope to be on the program tomorrow at the same time, and we enjoy you to join us tomorrow. Thank you very much. This is a good place to let it go. Thank you very much, Mr. Ram.
Are you fine now?